Hello, I'm Melina McKinnon. I'm one of the co-producers of Film Matters, a new panel series here at the Dallas International Film Festival. And we are discussing why it is important to think about film as a tool to promote social change. I'd like to introduce Stephen Nemeth, who is one of our moderators, also one of our producers, Brigid McConville, who's joining us all the way from across the pond from London, and Brian Malone, who's joined us from the great state of Colorado. Well, Film Matters is different from the normal programming strand in that we're specifically focusing on how it is that you can use film to promote social change. So we've brought in not only filmmakers to join us as part of the panelists, but we've also brought in people who use film in their business and in their daily lives to promote social change. We've also partnered with the Embry School of Human Rights at SMU because human rights issues and political issues and water and air pollution. There are lots of issues that we can discuss using the power of film, and that's what we hope to do with Film Matters.
And transitioning right.
Oh, Melina asked me, and she's impossible to say no to, and it makes me look good to show up in Dallas and be a part of this incredible festival. So that's a no-brainer. How I got here is just, I think it's in my DNA. I mean, we have a non-negotiable planet in crisis, and we in the media have an obligation to do whatever we can do to enlighten people. And film specifically is, in my estimation, the greatest way in which to affect change, particularly when most people don't read. The images are really, quite important. I'm not sure that I think about that daily, but I think that if we live our lives by example, then literally everything we do and the way in which we impact other people and incorporate that into our work is frankly I think the best model to live by. I'm not sure if I responded properly. Yeah, I mean, yes, to a degree. I mean, I think that I get everything irritates me. So and I am outspoken about the things that I think are wrong and unjust, and to the extent that I live a daily life thinking about how to change things, how to affect change, I literally am an irritant to people, and hopefully, I can get that, we can somehow or another and organically and to some degree tastefully convey that through our work,
We're sharing this, Brian. Shall we take
why
it
don't
in
you
turns?
start
Should I start?
I'll do the comments.
Okay, all right. Well, I would. I'm kind of from the Stephen school of thought. I would describe myself as an activist, a more polite term than irritant, but it's very much implied. and I come from a print journalist background. I'm a writer by trade. Now, a lot of people don't read anymore, but film hits everybody, and people who can't read, literally. We work with women in developing countries, we work with women in Africa and Asia, and we give them cameras. And even women who can't read can make a film and make a hell of a powerful film. So that's where I'm coming from. And it has a huge impact, not just on those communities, but on their governments. And this is the white ribbon. This is a campaign to stop women dying needlessly in childbirth. Now, that's a disgrace, a global disgrace that I'm very angry about because it's unnecessary. It doesn't have to happen. We all know that with healthcare, women can survive and be healthy, and so can their babies. But a woman dies every minute somewhere in the world, and that's absolutely unacceptable. So we're using film to point that out and campaign. And also film is fun. You can show how beautiful women are, and what best story you could possibly have women with babies, and people can really enjoy that, and it can reach the heart as well as the head.
More than words can describe, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, she's right.
Okay.
My turn. I guess I'm with Stephen and Margaret here. Is
Brigid.
Bridget.
That's right. I was
Margaret.
Mary earlier. We're getting
Mary.
better.
Getting better.
Let's go with Sophie from here on out. You guys all right with Sophie?
Is that okay? All right.
Okay, Julie.
It's all right,
Thanks.
Fred.
Safe zone here.
No one's gonna watch this anyway, right? No. I told now I can't talk.
now
Thanks
we've
very
lost
much. I told Stephen last night that making a film that you want to cause change is kind of like passing a kidney stone or having the stomach flu. There's only one way out, and it's usually pretty painful, but it's also necessary. So I come at film from a journalism point of view. I started off with a news background and spent a lot of years doing producing traditional news. So for me, issues have always been very important because it does affect people. And you know, the old adage of picture's worth 1,000 words is right. We're in a world that people don't take the time to read. And the film that I'm working on now is it really is kind of trying to thread the needle on some of those issues right now. And we're about 75-80% of the way done with it. And we hope that with this upcoming election season, we hope that that's going to really cause people to kind of open their eyes and maybe kind of cool it a little bit and read the facts and just make their decisions more intelligently rather than emotionally. So,
Sorry. Not to be forgotten here is that we're all part of the entertainment business, which is, I think, germane to this whole movement. If we don't succeed in making whatever it is we're doing entertaining, it'll fall on deaf ears. It will be of no value to anybody. So there is a fine line here between making films that matter and films that people care to take the time to see, and we can't lose sight of that. I don't know. I'm not sure you can. I'm not sure it can be described that way. But I do think that any important subject told from an intelligent perspective with beautiful images should reach somebody. I mean, certain movies have really knocked it out of the park in terms of affecting social change. I think the most the best example I could give is probably Morgan Spurlock's movie Super Size Me, which literally changed, you know, the way in which children eat in America and tackled the obesity problem. But it was also very entertaining and extremely haunting in that he could have died in 30 days of fast food. That's a really great example of a movie, in my estimation, that affected change and was entertaining.
Mm-hmm. Can I add something to that?
No.
Too bad.
Go ahead.
If you can be funny, it also helps, because that's entertainment, and it's quite hard to be funny about maternal death, actually. But you can have great entertaining images of children and mums and communities. And we have a comedian in Kenya who stands up and speaks about White Women Alliance before anything else. And we have a whole range of pop stars. Particularly in Africa, music and dance is the way to communicate with people, and everybody loves it and everybody will join in. So with those elements, you can't separate the message from the medium or the entertainment from the activism. It's part and parcel. It's all one. Yeah.
Sister Mary Margaret is right.
Yeah, thank you very much, Fred.
She's Jennifer from here on in.
What's the website for the why, what, and how?
Well, the website is, we're on the homepage of the Dallas International Film Festival, so it's dallasfilm.org, and if you look under the panels section, we're there, and we're also on the film schedule. So, and our panels are on Saturday, April 2nd at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m., and Sunday, April 3rd at 3 p.m.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. Thank you very much.